All right. Thanks for listening to the Planet CDB show.
We got some Cowboys in this house.
Yeah, JB, drinking that Corona.
Forrest Gump again. Hello.
Again, so we talking about Cowboys. One thing I will say about the Cowboys.
America's most hated team.
And most loved and most hated.
Yeah,
Rightfully
most
so.
hated.
Rightfully so.
Y'all gonna say
We
what y'all
like
want.
pop.
Y'all gonna say what y'all want about Skip, but he did first saw CD Lamb coming to the team. He said that shit like a month ago.
he did.
Yeah, Skip's on that CDB.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I'll be honest. I really wanted somebody to replace Robert Quinn because I felt as if our offense could have done fine without CeeDee Lamb. But with CeeDee Lamb, that does
Dude, you
pose
got
a whole
guys.
new threat.
You got Alden Smith coming in though. I'm excited about that. He just got reinstated.
I like that.
He could get 10 sacks easy.
Yeah, we're still working with Randy Gregory too.
Yeah, I hope he comes back.
I don't know about him though, dude. He's crazy. Have you ever read his story? Just read about him, all this shit that he's been through.
As fans, man, we don't try to read into stuff like that. We like to keep it on the field.
I read into stuff like that about my players too. Hey, look, but the thing about keeping it on the field with him, you can't. That motherfucker ain't never on the field. He's always suspended. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Urban killed me.
He's trying to get his life together.
man, they're all one and the same. They ain't getting shit together. He won't be there, but Alden Smith's crazy ass, I bet he will.
Yeah.
As long as DeMarcus Lawrence stay healthy.
Yeah.
Hey, he
That's all
didn't
I
do
care
nothing last year though.
Hey, Jalen Smith.
Robert Quinn did it because
Hey.
they was running from DeMarcus.
Yeah, they were.
and double teaming him.
But still, you getting $100 million. You still gotta get double digits.
What about the Wolf Hunter and Jalen Smith though?
That ain't the Wolf Hunter. That's Leighton Vander Esch. That's the Wolf Hunter. That motherfucker
Yeah, that's
literally
what I'm
You're
hunts
saying the
wolf.
Wolf Hunter and Jalen Smith.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought you said the Wolf Hunter.
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are nasty.
that's a
Best
crazy
young
duo.
linebacker duo in the league.
I love that Jalen Smith is playing just for the fact that he was told he was never gonna play whenever he
Yeah.
got that mean tear in his
Oh,
knee.
he's a monster.
Listen.
He's faster than he was in the shuttle and 40
good.
and his 3-cone drill than he was before he shredded his shit.
And he was fast then.
Yeah, he was a beast at Notre Dame. I remember.
When we drafted him, I said that was a good pick.
Me too.
Yeah.
I like the pick too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew it'd be worth it.
It's funny because-
I like Jalen, but Vander Esch is better though. You get a white boy in a neck roll.
No.
You get a white boy in a neck roll. You know he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I want to. He's better. He's better than.
I think he's gonna be
You think
better.
better, Jalen?
I think this year.
he is way more of a sideline to sideline player
This
than
year
Jalen
he's
Smith
gonna
is,
be
and
better.
he has better hands than Jalen Smith.
Vander-
And the neck roll just adds that fear factor. That's a bad motherfucker. And
It does.
he just came out and said his neck fully recovered.
I'll-
It's over.
Here's how I'll put it in perspective.
Got that stem cell shot.
Vander Esch, he's more of a technical guy, but Jalen Smith is a baller. That's what I was saying. That's how
I will say Jalen Smith. Yeah, he was
I like-
a first round talent for
Hey,
sure.
no, I love Jalen Smith, but he honestly got away with the helmet-to-helmet against Alvin Kamara when we beat the Saints.
It
But
happens.
that was a monster hit. I don't think
You
it. I don't,
talking about sideline to sideline? Man, Jalen Smith was killing in that game.
yeah, he was. He knew what was on the line too. He was trying to make a statement.
Yeah, they was.
I saw that coming because I was working. I was working at Rez at the time. I was in the kitchen. We had a little TV back there, and I was listening the whole time. And I was betting up with everybody. Everybody hated the Cowboys up there. We had a Seattle
always
fan, we had a Minnesota fan, and we had a Jets fan. Hated the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Like they had no real reason to hate them.
That's what I'm saying. It's like other teams.
Because they're not like real rivals of Dallas.
You know what I mean? Like I watch other teams, and I'm like, "Hey, you want to bet on this team or whatever?" It's like it's not even nothing malicious. Like they make it into something crazy because of the Cowboys. You know?
Mhm.
Well,
I won like $60 that night.
Cowboys.
I mean,
Jordan
people
Lewis
are gonna
got
hate
that
on
pick.
the most popular things.
It's
That's
like
just the
Conor
part of
McGregor,
being.
Floyd,
Yeah.
Mayweather.
Yeah, I know.
We're in that, that tier.
Yeah, but at the same time, y'all haven't earned that on the field in a long time.
It doesn't matter.
It's been way longer
In the
than
Look
those.
look at our TV ratings. Just go look at those.
I want to say
Yeah, but I
it's
mean,
almost like a curse because look at it. The Cowboys' first 25 years.
Stats.
Cowboys' first 25 years were dominant as fuck. Like you couldn't beat them other than the Steelers and San Fran here and there. And then 25 years, The past
Yeah,
25 years,
but-
not shit. That's a fucking curse.
How about
To go from the very best for 25 years with the same coach to for 25 years coach to coach to coach. Mediocre.
Lost the damn coach. Too old. Tom Landry.
I don't know. We
Bill Parcells.
should have kept fucking Jimmy Johnson. We started somewhere, but then the egos took over.
Yeah, it wouldn't. I don't know. It wouldn't end well. It didn't end well.
Yeah.
But y'all played the Ravens this year.
Yeah.
We got the bird schedule. If we beat all 5 of them, we'll be the first team in NFL history to beat all 5 bird teams in the same season.
Ain't gonna happen.
I don't think it is. I think
Nah.
we're gonna at least lose one of those 5 games because
No doubt.
we got Seattle, Arizona, the Ravens.
Y'all beat Arizona.
I think we'll beat Seattle too.
That depends where that's at, honestly, and how everybody's playing
I
on
think
the
the
road.
Ravens is gonna be the hardest game out of all those.
Ravens and Seahawks and Philly.
Y'all play us.
Those are
Y'all
all
play us
tough.
at home, so we ain't got to worry about Mari to see.
But Cowboys have done surprisingly good when thrown against like a team that's been expected to blow them out in the past few years. Like when we played New England, we just supposed to get our ass whipped.
The Cowboys haven't really been blew
Same
out.
with the Saints.
Like really.
No,
Not much since Dak's been quarterback.
Not since that Thanksgiving game.
I mean, I'm not saying
Yeah,
that.
No. We got blown out by fucking Denver early in the year with Dak. I remember that.
Yeah, but
That shit pissed me off.
Zeke had a terrible game.
Yeah, that was one of his worst games.
I think it still is his worst game ever.
All right. Yeah.
That's true.
Getting to Dak Prescott. If you were Jerry Jones, how much money would you offer him per year right now? How many years? What contract would you offer him?
I would offer him $35 million for this year, and then give him a 5-year, $40 million
A year?
contract.
Damn. That's a lot of money.
I'd probably about the same.
You would give the same to
Yeah,
keep that same
that's
guy?
That's a good ass contract.
I don't know. I don't think keeping the guy.
But the
is worth
team's
it.
been building around him for a few years. It'd be a big waste of resources to just start over with a new guy, with a new one. He fits in so well too down there.
Yeah, dude, he's more of a team player. He is, because we'll just see when the season starts.
Hell,
we'll see
y'all's
what
fucking
it is.
special team ace is probably a team player. That doesn't warrant $40 million.
But that's just how it's going nowadays. That's how the cap is. Like,
For a quarterback to be a team player,
Yeah.
that's rare.
but I'm saying, like, as far as cap, like when Lamar,
he doesn't-
when Patrick Mahomes gets paid and Lamar gets paid, they're gonna be making like 45, 50
I
million.
mean,
a
Russ
year.
does make $35 million now a year.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna be getting paid money.
And Prescott and Russell Wilson is a good comparison when you talk about maturity and how they act when it comes to taking losses.
Product on the field ain't the same.
No,
There's nowhere near it.
Russ has that magic factor.
Yeah,
What? But-
Russ is a monster.
Wins.
But since Dak has been in the league compared to Russell, they've been pretty close.
Yeah. Maybe.
I will say
Stats.
Dak's stats aren't bad, but I mean,
Stats wise, he's damn good. But when you compare him to players like Russell Wilson,
But
he doesn't have those moments. Like
he's
Russell
always
Wilson
had
does.
Zeke in that fucking O line though, dude.
Yeah.
That's my thing with Dak.
I mean,
It's hard to
Russell's had
gauge
a lot of
those
good
stats.
players too.
Dude, Russ has been known for having the worst especially early in his career. He had the worst O line forever.
But that also fed into how he played too, because how he plays is being mobile. And when you're mobile, you don't necessarily care as much about your O line being as good and sturdy.
They did have the Legion.
Well, that's the thing. Russell Wilson's one of these players that when you get a young quarterback and you build a good team and you go the distance, Russell Wilson actually took advantage. He went to 2 Super Bowls when he was getting money when he had a good team around him. Dak has a great team around him and 1 and 2.
But the coaching is what really cost us the playoff runs.
Russell.
We did not, because even the players said, and like we didn't come in with a good game plan. We did not. We weren't together on it. Nobody was on the same page. And that's all coaching. That's nothing to do with the players. It's the coach's responsibility to get your players on the same game plan and get them ready for the game, like on paper.
Russell in his early years was like Alex Smith in his latest Super Bowl. His defense got him there, and he just had to make a couple plays really to win games.
Yeah, but
And he did it. He's better. You know what I mean? Russell's. Don't get me wrong. Russell's a superstar.
Russell was an MVP.
He was like who?
Alex Smith.
In this last Super Bowl. Like that whole run, that whole season. His defense really carried.
Alex Smith never made a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he never made the
Or
Super Bowl.
not Alex Smith.
Patrick
Colin
Mahomes?
I wouldn't compare them to.
Jimmy G?
Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah. Oh, Alex Smith did play for the 49ers.
Yeah, that's why, yeah.
Alex Smith was a fool with the 49ers. I like it.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah. I like what I saw from Jimmy
Russell
G
was
last year.
better. And
Oh, yeah. That's nowhere.
No, but I'm saying, but
Fuck, I put
he
Prescott over Jimmy.
he was better. Russell was better than Jimmy G.
Yeah.
But as far as the same team wise, like they sort of they had a running game and they had a defense, and that's all they needed to get there.
Okay, yeah.
But Russell
Yeah.
got him over the hump, so he was
And he was
better.
able to win one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But his
I'll agree with
defense
that.
carried him.
It's very similar teams. Real similar teams the way except I'll give it to Russell. Russell had beast mode.
Yeah.
Jimmy G don't have that. He
Shit.
didn't have that.
But he's got some monsters in the backfield.
They're decent. Running backs come along and have big games like that all the time, though. So
But
we'll
they
see.
got like 2 or 3 of them to go off. You know what I mean?
They do. They still got Tevin Coleman. I like Tevin Coleman.
Russell did have a mean little receiving core for a little bit.
They were okay. Like he was overachieving with them, if you ask me.
I mean, he was
Doug
Curse.
Baldwin, Jermaine Curse.
They were, now his receiving core is like okay. You got some receivers now.
Hold on a minute. Y'all remember that one? I want to say it was in the Super Bowl. That one pass and catch, Russell to Jermaine Curse that like rolled down his body,
Yeah.
and he picked it up,
Yeah.
and they called it. How was that an obvious completion, but the damn Dez catch was a drop?
The Dez was a touchdown.
Well, yeah, the Cowboys. I will say y'all just got fucked on that one.
And
Was that the NFC Championship?
That was
that was
division.
that was divisional, and it was at Green Bay with Romo, and that was when we was on a roll.
And you already took care of Seattle that year.
Yeah, and we beat Detroit. Like we
Yeah.
was, everybody was hating on us. We was down 14-0 against Detroit. Romo brought us back, and then we weren't supposed to beat Seattle, and we beat them.
They got robbed.
Oh, Cowboys.
The old Dez, that was his best catch.
And then Prescott took us to the divisional against Green Bay again, and then they iced the fucking kicker.
Yeah, that was a shitty game, man. My heart dropped when that shit went in.
Yeah, whenever that fucking sideline pass.
Yeah, that. It wasn't even a kick.
That was a dagger right there.
Yeah, it
that
wasn't
completion.
He ran by like 30 yards and threw a spot on the fucking line.
Yeah, like who the fuck does that? Like that shit, it couldn't have been anywhere else but there. It like wind didn't
Perfect.
affect it. Like he put it the only place it could have went.
But dude, his kicks, Crosby's kicks was shaky and they went in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he kicked like that other one. He had 2 big ones that game. Yeah, I'm tired. Let's talk about something else other than
Yeah,
Cowboys.
fucking Cowboys. I'm getting tired of it too.
I know.
Man, y'all hear about them two corners that turned themselves in for the armed robbery?
DeAndre
Yeah.
Baker and Quentin
Well, they
Dunbar.
had more now for the rest.
Yeah.
They kind of had to.
I read a little bit into it, and it was kind of funny because it was kind of like black and white. Like one corner and his lawyer were like, apologetic, they're cooperating as much as they can. The other one was like, this is a horrible accusation. How dare you, send a warrant out for this guy just on hearsay.
Yeah.
And
They're
it was
both good players too, man. They're dumb for that. Dumb for that one.
But were did they do it though? Like has that?
Yeah.
They did it.
They did.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not proven yet.
See,
but
why
it
the
seems
fuck are
as
you in the NFL? Why would you need to rob somebody?
It was payback for a bet they lost on, supposedly.
They pulled up in their nice ass cars and shit and robbed them.
They backed in so they could get out easy. Robbed them for some watches.
Like they wouldn't know who they were.
It took like a couple thousand from them.
And then apparently,
they lost.
it was like 60-something
Yeah,
thousand.
they lost like 70,000 in a bet.
Damn.
Yeah.
I got a question. Who's y'all's favorite Cowboy?
Jason Witten.
God, we're trying to get
He
off
said
this.
Jason Witten. Yeah.
My bad. I need to know this.
I always like DeMarcus Ware.
Yeah, he's number 2 just because of his story. Like he's a really good guy, and it was
When and where?
and he had a sad
Classic Cowboys.
little story with his wife because they wanted kids so bad, and they tried and tried, but she just kept having miscarriage after miscarriage.
I always loved Marcus Ware. I thought he was a beast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Austin. The little receiver.
Miles
I'm
Austin.
gonna say
Miles
Patrick
Austin.
Creighton.
They were all good.
Yeah.
Patrick Creighton was the realest
I ain't-
motherfucker that ever played for the
Hey,
Cowboys.
I don't know,
check
Roy
this
Williams.
stuff. Hey,
Roy Williams, nice.
Miles Austin, he was the only one to get in and hit Kim and get out.
Yeah, yeah.
And it all.
Remember that little stint he had?
Yeah.
Did you guys watch all 10 episodes of The Last Dance?
I don't have ESPN, so I did not. I have everything
I
but
watched
that.
it.
You watched all 10 episodes, Joe?
I've been meaning to.
Hunter, you watch all 10?
I haven't seen the last 2.
I haven't seen episode 10.
Hunter was hating.
I'm a big hater on Last Dance. So.
Yeah, well, Hunter just hates Michael Jordan. He doesn't hate Michael Jordan. He hates the threat Michael Jordan poses to LeBron. But
Some is not just that's nowhere near.
it's an easy way to
facts.
put it. All right, then go back and listen to our first podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say LeBron he's up there with Michael, but dude, I didn't watch Michael play, so I'm not gonna.
Tell it was raining outside.
Oh, we got a good background rain ambiance
I know,
going
right?
right now. Sounds like we're in freaking Nam right
Yeah,
now.
this is how it was.
One day it started raining, and it didn't stop for 6 months.
Yeah.
We've been through every kind of rain there was. Stinging rain,
He ain't lying.
big old bat rain, rain that flew in sideways, and even rain that seemed to come straight up from underneath. Shoot, it even rained at night.
Oh god. Alright, we got off of The Last Dance so easily right there.
The Last Dance is easy to get off.
Alright, favorite hold on. One last question
He's
from The
like, I
Last
had
Dance.
questions about it.
Yeah. Who is your favorite character from The Last Dance? So which one what player or coach, whatever, intrigued you the most on The Last Dance?
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that's what most people would say, I guess. It's kind of a stupid question.
I'm gonna say Horace Grant because he's bringing.
Yeah.
He said he was on talking to Skip. No, he's talking to Shannon. He told Shannon, he said, "Yeah, this is what's up now. Like we can fight right now. Like he's on some hot
Shannon
shit."
was dry snitching.
Yeah, Shannon. I can't say everything because he's not here. But I want him to come on the show.
I like Reggie Miller.
But see, y'all remember when Mike met up with Larry Bird in there, and he's like, when they just beat him, and he's like, when he was coaching,
You bitch, fuck
yeah, he's
you.
like, fuck you, bitch, fuck you, and he's like, yeah, get
After
your
you
dog
just
game
beat him.
ready.
Yeah, after you just
but they were joking around.
I know, but still.
That's funny.
It wasn't joking.
I mean, that was Michael being you bitch. Because, I mean, I guess Larry, schemed up something to mess with him. That would throw him off.
Man, if anybody
They
would
were
talk,
laughing though.
players you can't talk like that to different men. I don't care. Oh, like right now, like if I heard someone,
That means they was like real good friends.
they wasn't real good
Yeah,
friends.
they were.
I
That's
feel
how
like-
good friends talk. You could tell they were.
Dude, those guys were. I agree with Hunter. I don't think they were friends.
I mean, even if they were friends,
I didn't
they did
see
everybody.
it, but I will say, when me and Cody, we be talking some shit to each other.
Yeah, I mean, that's the. I don't know. I think it's a little different. I think that's
you
more
don't,
competitive.
But he did that to everybody in the league.
you don't
That
think
doesn't-
like LeBron and Dwayne Wade and KD, they all hang out with each other. I bet you they talk shit to each other like that all the time.
Yeah,
They might, but Michael
that-
didn't just
that
talk
is a
shit to
respect
his
thing.
friends.
He would talk shit to players he had no idea about.
Like they said, he's so competitive. He's just drumming up things in his head.
That's
to
an
drive
asshole.
him.
That's someone
But
that
I'm
ain't been
saying,
touched.
like on film, what they showed, he was just bullshitting with like Larry Bird.
He was.
Like, you know what I mean? He was fucking.
Yeah, I like that. I didn't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
Man, what did he do to everybody else?
So you're saying because he was talking shit, maybe like he need to get an ass whooping?
Well, I'm saying he never had an ass whooping, apparently.
I don't think Michael Jordan ever has. Who's your projections for MVP of this upcoming NFL season?
He
Who's
ain't
your
never been
number
enough
one
fight because
fantasy
if so,
player?
he wouldn't talk so crazy.
That is so not MVP. Really, who's your fantasy MVP this coming year?
All right, everybody out there, I'm going to tell you, you want to get Ezekiel Elliott.
Fantasy, is that fantasy MVP or MVP?
We're talking fantasy MVP.
Nah.
Fantasy? Fuck.
Fantasy would probably be Patrick Mahomes.
No.
Todd Gurley, depending on how he does down in Atlanta, maybe.
I mean, he's going to be a sleeper. I think people are definitely going to be sleeping on him.
I'd draft him in the 5th round if he's there.
I mean, that's a good value to me.
Chase, you playing this fantasy year?
Yeah, I'm planning on it.
That's what I'm talking about.
He ain't going to be in the 5th round.
Who, Todd Gurley?
No.
You don't think so?
You think he'll be higher than that?
Yeah.
I would
No.
Someone's going to take him higher.
His injuries, I feel like 5th. I mean, it's like that's high, but
lot of
like that's
good
where
players.
you get them so no one else gets them.
A lot of good players are in the 5th round. A lot of good players.
I don't know. Go look at those boards. I mean, they are, but it doesn't seem like it when you're drafting. It really doesn't. It's like, this guy, you don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's probably going to be a quarterback or a wide receiver, probably.
I'm going to say Christian McCaffrey. Go ahead and say it.
Easy. Pretty easy.
DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins might be really good this year. He might be the number 1 receiver because he'll probably get a lot of yards with Kyler Murray in that offense.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about CD. If he wasn't a rookie, and I knew how he played.
All right, yeah, rookie of the years, offense and defense. Chase,
CD.
Okay, defense.
We don't play defense, though. That's the thing. But
You do defense rookie of the year. We don't. I'm
you're
just saying,
okay.
just
Not fantasy.
Yeah, I'm saying NFL.
Shit, what are some defensive rookies that came in? I don't know of any big ones.
The Chase Young.
Yeah, you got Chase Young coming in from
That
Washington.
Hey, I think that Simmons guy, the
Isaiah
Arizona,
Simmons went to
Yeah,
Arizona.
I think he's gonna be nice.
Yeah,
That's a good pick.
Yeah, Brown.
I don't
you
know.
got
I'm
Law.
going for old buddy that went to the Panthers.
Derek Brown.
Yeah.
I like him. I mean, I don't know if he'll get enough sacks to win Rookie of the Year, but he'll have a Rookie of the Year presence, though.
I feel like he's gonna be underrated.
It's hard to tell with NFL. You never know.
Yeah,
That's why-
I just
that's
paying
why-
attention to defense.
There's got to be a
This year.
pass rush. You got to get sacks.
I mean, if Chase Young comes in and gets 15 sacks, he's automatic Rookie of the Year.
if he gets 11, shit.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if he gets double digits.
You don't know who's gonna get what because you don't know what's gonna happen. That's what's so fun about
Especially not
NFL.
yet.
I think one of our defensive players is going to get Rookie of the Year. Defensive rookie.
Patrick Queen.
I think Patrick Queen might get it.
I mean, he's got a shot being the one guy in the middle for y'all's team. He's got a shot.
Nice. LSU. And that's who I wanted. That's who I wanted the whole time. I said, man, if we don't draft Patrick Queen. And sure enough.
This is a change of subject from sports.
Yeah.
But what y'all think? Who do you think is going to win the upcoming election? You think he's going to be Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah. Trump's gonna win.
How far do you think Joe Biden's going to get?
Not far at all. He
Well,
don't touch
I
another
mean,
girl.
I think he's going to be there with Trump, but I think Trump's just going to blow him out.
Yeah. Do you vote, Chase?
Huh?
Do you vote?
I just turned 18 last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's going to vote
Are you
this
going
election.
to vote?
Huh?
Are you going to vote?
Probably not.
I don't vote either.
I think this year's going to be the first year that I do vote.
I mean, if it's
who I'm voting for, none of your business.
I mean, honestly, if it's looking like Joe Biden's going to win, I'm gonna fucking vote for Trump. Cause you got to think that you got to think that Obama's in it with him. If he's going to put somebody like Joe Biden around his family and his kids,
All I got to see is all the clips of Joe Biden, like, getting really close to young girls.
them fucking going like trying to lean away from his.
That's
kids.
all I got to see. I'm like, ugh, I don't like this guy.
Like, how do the people in his presence see that, not react? Like, I'd go to jail for punching a motherfucker on live TV for touching the little girl. They don't even have to be my little girl.
I don't vote because like I don't think any president matters because everybody's going to look at him and like a negative. Everybody's going to find something bad about every president. You know
that's
what I
true,
mean?
but you have to. But
that's
Then
just-
Obama.
That's the thing with politics and being a leader. There's haters and there's lovers.
Yeah,
man, that's the thing with anything.
yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that presidents don't do anything is a lie.
No, they do
they
stuff, but
they
they're
control a lot more than
But you know
people
what?
really think.
But you know what their biggest asset is someone's there to point the finger at them.
Yeah,
That's
I
their
mean,
biggest
they're the
asset.
person to
take
the brunt of the blame,
Yeah.
which they are. I mean,
Fucking George Bush took all of it for Dick Cheney.
but also
Dick Cheney got every piece of information George Bush got before he got it.
they're
he
like
went
the
through
quarterback of an NFL team, though. You get all the credit, but you get all the blame as well. That's part of being a president. You just sit. I mean, if our votes do count, then we all kind of do have a responsibility to put our vote in.
I think if we had a president that everybody liked and everything was good, our country wouldn't be in good shape.
You don't think it would be in
No.
good shape if we had a president that everybody liked?
Yeah.
It's not possible anyway. So
Yeah.
we would be AI. We would have to be AI for that to happen.
I mean, Dwight Eisenhower had one of the highest approval ratings, while in office, if not the highest. And he still had a lot of fucking haters.
That was a good time.
Hey, who was
during
that
America.
president you were telling me about?
Lyndon B. Johnson.
I bet he had a high approval rating.
That was the black guy, wasn't it?
No.
White fella.
What's the other Johnson that ran? The other black guy.
Dr. Ben Carson.
Ben
No,
Carson.
I've been Carson before.
That's the only
I'm talking about like
black man I know.
the Bush runnings. There was
I
another
don't
black
remember.
guy.
Oh.
There was a black guy that ran.
Yeah, he didn't come close, though.
Yeah. Did y'all see that shit about the time lapse and there's like another universe going? But I've heard this a long. I heard this a long time.
Parallel backwards
universe.
universe.
Yeah, that runs backwards. How would you know time runs backwards? What did you do? Fucking here. Give me that clock right there. You just throw it through the fucking wormhole and it comes back spinning backwards. Like,
My God, let
that's
me
the
tell
thing.
you.
like, how would you know?
That's the thing about
'Cause-
time. Like
'cause
time's not a real thing though.
No, that's not.
We made time.
Yeah, that's why it's not perfect. That's why we have leap years and shit like that, because time's not perfect. It's not universal.
If it's backwards, it ain't parallel. Not necessarily.
I heard like when I was young, I was talking to this one guy. He's telling me, he's like, yeah, like we're in like a little time warp where things maybe 3,000 years ago are still going on. Like we're here right now, but right where we're standing, we got dinosaurs or we got aliens or just different things.
There's a
different
female
time periods
T-Rex
going
getting
on.
fucked right here.
Yeah,
is what
pretty
you're
much.
saying.
Yeah, and then you know what he did?
Have you
Gave me some drugs.
Have y'all watched a series on Netflix? It's called One Strange Rock.
What's it about?
It's
Kinda.
it's
Watched a few episodes.
Will Smith he narrates it. It's about 8 or 9 astronauts. They spend like 1,000 days in orbit
We watched some.
a piece. Like that's combined all together. It's like 1,000 some days, and they tell their story, and then it's a bunch of like on how the Earth works and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
So it's pretty much Will Smith as Neil Degrassi Tyson.
I guess.
That's pretty
Well,
good. I mean, that does sound good.
There's this documentary on Hulu called Apollo 11, and it's all archival footage. It's nothing but released footage from NASA, from the mission where we went to the moon.
Yeah.
And if you watch it, it really puts to shame any hate on that moon landing because of the detail and the amount of people that went into getting them there. And it goes into so much, like it's such raw footage that you hear just normal conversations people
Yeah.
were having back then.
Yeah.
Like
it's normal.
Ted Kennedy or somebody fucking got shot, and that was on the news, and it was bigger than the Apollo 11 mission, and they had just launched.
Yeah.
I believe they went to the moon, but the thing was, what I've heard, what we all heard,
they tried deciphering that footage, but when you watch the archival shit, you get more of it, and you can really see it.
you can see more of the footage of them on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with this whole epidemic is going on, stuff's just getting crazier and crazier. People was making up this bullshit ass conspiracies now.
Well,
It's getting ridiculous.
Another thing is that since people are at home and they got nothing else to do but look up shit, there's a lot of information out there about the government that people don't know about just because they've never taken the time to really research.
It's out there.
The Freedom of Information Act, it released thousands of fucking files, if not millions of them.
Yeah.
Even like the CIA, there's still thousands of files just on MK Ultra, and they deleted and they tried throwing them all away back in the 70s, and the fact that there's still thousands around, it really shows you how how deep they go into recording what they're doing.
What do you envision the afterlife being?
Me personally, I've always been on the fence of what it is. I've always been stuck on, like, you'll be stuck in your happiest, like, state. Like, the happiest state in your life, that's where you'll be forever. And then on the other side of the fence, it's you'll have, like, it'll be everything you've ever wanted in life all in one place. Like, for me, what I would like to do in the afterlife, travel time.
Resurrection?
Travel time. Like,
It's absolute best case scenario. My worst fear is that it's nothing.
I don't know. Is it resurrection? Is it you're going to heaven? Is it you nothing? Is it,
I don't think about it.
I don't either.
yeah, I feel like people waste a lot of time thinking about what's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't never
afterwards.
think about it. I think about it now. I don't care what happens in the afterlife. I
But
care
I-
about
but-
what happens now.
Me personally, I believe there has to be something just because of the
We're not talking about that,
supernatural and the
though.
ghosts and whatnot.
All right, podcast over.
Come on, get on this.
She didn't pause it.
No, we're still going.
What do you?
I want to get saved.
Come say hi.
What's
hi.
your take on afterlife?
Come here. Come
Give it
tell
to
it to the
I want
microphone.
to get saved.
This is me mother's view on
The afterlife.
Oh, that's right.
The afterlife. What you gonna do? Where are you going?
the
after all this is
afterlife.
done?
What do you think the afterlife is gonna be for you?
No tears. I mean, but
No tears.
I feel like there's going to be no tears. It's going to be nothing but happiness, no sadness, and we won't worry about all the stressful stuff that we have to worry
And the
about.
coronavirus.
Like coronavirus, we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. We don't have to worry about money. We don't
Yeah.
have to worry about being better than the next
Money
person.
is bad.
Because we'll all be the same, and your looks won't matter because everybody will all be equal. They'll be the same. That is, if you have been saved, if you've accepted the Lord as your Savior. To me,
That's it.
so and
That's the best. That's the best answer we got so far.
Ouch. Yeah, my answer.
Here's all I'm going to say. Hey, I want to get saved.
I want to get saved.
But yeah, I believe in there's a higher power. I don't
sure.
necessarily believe in like
Jesus Christ Himself.
yeah, God or Jesus Christ, whatever. I don't necessarily believe in that, but I believe in a higher power. And-
Something. We ain't just here, just me.
It could be
I
a gerbil.
I wouldn't necessarily believe in, or I wouldn't call what I believe a higher power whenever.
But what do you call something that you don't know that's there? But it is
Well,
there.
the only thing that that like I've seen from like the only thing that makes me personally like question it, because if it weren't for this, I'd have like there'd be a full on fucking atheist. There's nothing but us here. Like there's nothing but biological life on Earth.
Here on Earth.
Yeah, but there's been too many like just paranormal instances I've had throughout the years that I believe are just like everybody has a spirit. And that,
Boom.
and
Tell us your best
Oh,
one. then.
Jace has ghost stories.
Tell
man.
us your
You never heard
best
Jace ghost
fucking
stories?
ghost story. I've heard it. Me and Chase are gonna go ghost hunting sometime.
Yeah, ghost
All
stories.
right.
But
So I used to live in Lot Mill, and for y'all who don't know what Lot Mill is, it's an old ass textile mill that was converted into apartments about 30, 40 years ago, and people have been known to die while they were working there. And my sister and I, we shared a room in it, and our closet was a walk-in closet, and it was very symmetrical. Like you open the door, there is a shelf, about 6 foot in the air on the right and on the left, and there was a coat hanger rack under those shelves. And my mama would, she cleaned our closet, and one side was all my stuff, one side was all my sister's stuff. And on those shelves we had, like our book bags or like suitcases, stuff we'd go, we'd pack to go visit our grandparents and whatnot. And there's like a built-in kind of table in like straight back, and that's where all my toys were. That's where I leave the closet door open with the light on and play with my GI Joes, whatever, right there. Well, one day, I'm walking in there, and as soon as I open the door, I flip the light on. This bag from the right shelf that was my mom had just cleaned. Everything had a home. Everything was nice and neat. There's no vent in the closet, so there's no
draft, no wind.
none of that. And so I opened the door and I flipped the light on, and it couldn't have been draft, because if it was draft, as soon as I opened the door, something would have fell. Like other things would have moved. I opened the door and flipped the light on, and when I flipped the light on, a bag from the right shot down to the bottom left corner of the closet as if it had been yanked. Like it was thrown.
Aggressive, violent.
Because if it would have failed, it would have fallen straight down. It went in a straight diagonal path to the corner.
Perfect math.
And I fucking slammed the door and ran downstairs and tried to tell my mama there's something in there, and she didn't believe that there was something in there.
Yeah, that's that's not a fall, that's a pool.
Exactly, and like you had such full visibility of everything in that closet as soon as you opened it. Like the clothes hanging up didn't block the walls. Like nobody could hide in my closet, like in the clothes, because I would see their feet. Like me and my sister was little. Our clothes didn't hang all the way to the ground. There's like
so y'all wasn't 7 foot.
You could see everybody or everything in that closet, and it was like there was nothing there that pulled it. Like I didn't find anything there. And that happened when I was maybe 9 years old, maybe a little younger. But I was sure of what I saw.
Were you shook up? Did you sleep fine the next couple nights, or were you scared?
Well, my mama, she had a real good way of talking me like out of things. Like if I was upset, she was the most common thing in the world to me. She could talk me into jumping off a fucking cliff if I was nervous. And so I slept fine.
So before you said you don't necessarily believe in a higher power, but because you believe, what was you saying about that? That you didn't even finish that.
I don't believe like there's one thing controlling the fate of everything necessarily, and I don't believe there's
a lot of factors.
Yeah, like
there's a lot of math though.
I just feel like everything's a lot more individualized than people think. Like when people pass away, it's not because of something somebody else did. Like that's not there.
Yeah.
But how did we get here?
Evolution.
Evolution's been that's evolution.
Free love.
I say
evolution. Even scientists don't really. They can take it back so far, but they don't exactly know how we got here.
I mean, that's like having a big ass fucking puzzle and of 1,000 pieces
and
having 700 pieces. You kind of get a picture.
We're not talking about that conversation. Here's what I'm talking about. How even people with this religion or scientists, they still don't know that. That's why I say there's a higher power, something that no one knows.
Well, the idea of science isn't that you know everything. It's the idea of learning and continuing to find out what isn't there.
Yeah, that's
and as time goes, we've been just continuously finding more.
We have
pieces that plugs into evolution.
We have.
We still haven't found
because science has only been people have only been bought into science for just a couple hundred years. You know how many people got torched for fucking believing in science. They killed off a lot of intellectuals because of their religious beliefs. That really drained the pool from IQ.
Anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed that bit among the other bits we just brought to you. This is us saying peace. Bye. Okay, bye. He saw Eric Foreman in a bathroom in between shots getting fisted by Red Foreman. Oh, it's not my foot, but it's my fist, but it's still in your ass.